Testing, 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 testing audio. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit to get started to see if I'm gonna get any more people in here. Sorry for the delay. Been a long time since I streamed, and if this goes well, I hope to stream a lot more. So, hate that there's a glare on there. I don't know how to fix that glare. Seems to be coming from my monitor, maybe. Let's see if I can fix that somehow. um, yeah, not really. I'll just have to move it if something shows up. Just waiting to see if anybody shows up in here. Um, don't know where I could see. sorry for this really crappy camera view that we have here right now. If we do more in the future, I will be sure to definitely have a more permanent setup. One that is not just like this, where it's just last minute put together and tripod on my desk and but this is the first time I bought these. So this one, Obsidian Flames. So I used to be really into Pokemon back when I was a kid. But I only liked the original 150 Pokemon. So as soon as they started coming out with the newer Pokemon, so if I can remember the Pokemon VHS tape that I watched a lot, I believe it was called Johto League or Johto Journey, something like that. So they were just coming out with the new Pokemon. So like Pokemon's like Cyndaquil, Chikorita, what's the water one? Totodile, I think. So ones like that were in there, so I knew some of those. Um, what was it? Honda, something like that. I'm getting it confused with Hyundai with the car. But oh, excuse me. Ugh. Um, I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, so I might be a little tired. But yeah, so I I don't know all these all new Pokemons. I don't know. I can't pronounce most of their names. I don't know what they're worth. I don't know how good they are. Of course, I have almost all the original Pokemon Game Boy games, but I don't know like the value of any of the newer cards, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna open these up. Hopefully, if people get in here, and I'm gonna look at them one by one, see if any of them are rare. Of course, back then in the day, of course, Charizard was the best card you could get. And I've read that a first edition Charizard went for $300,000. So, as soon as I read that, then it got me back into collecting Pokemon cards. And so, I bought some at a yard sale. I bought some, um, excuse me. I bought a pack off of a guy at a swap meet. Um, and believe it or not, I found a bunch in a free box outside of somebody's driveway. Not only some of those, but some of those Magic the Gathering cards. I have a whole shoebox of those that I haven't even went through yet. So I don't know if any of those have any value, what the most valuable one of that is, but I'm going to take that to somebody who I don't know if a shop or somebody, if I can trust them going through it and actually telling me if I have a really valuable one or not. But it's almost like I don't have the time or patience to go through it all, because it is literally a whole shoebox overflowing of cards down here on the floor next to me. I would show you guys, but my floor is a mess, so I don't want to show right now. But so I know I'm getting a little off topic here. Oh my god, I know I'm getting off topic here, but I'm just kind of stalling a little bit, waiting to see if anybody's going to come in here. If you are in here, feel free to say hi in the chat. Because as of this moment, I can't tell if anybody is in here at all. Supposed to give me a viewer count, but I don't see one. Yeah, I am not seeing a viewer count. So if it's supposed to show a viewer count and it's not, then I'm just assuming that maybe there is nobody on here. So I will stall for a little bit longer before I just go into opening these. So let me just do this right here. Let's just test. Okay. Test. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'll just get right into this. I won't wait any longer. So, where is? Let me look at something really quick. I think we are going to start with the Obsidian Flames. So, I'm going to put this one aside. Okay. So, I'm going to start with Obsidian Flames. Let's see if we get anything good in here. Of course, like I mentioned before, I'm not really familiar with all the new Pokemon, so I don't know if what rare ones are. Unless they look cool to me, then I will have to look them up. But other than that, yeah, I'm not really sure how valuable any of these are going to be. So again, this is my first time opening these. So for any of you that are curious about the pricing of these, I bought this from a big video game store that was here local. Not necessarily local. It was probably about a half hour away in a different city. But it was a pretty big video game store that I've never been to before, so I wanted to check it out. So this box right here, this Obsidian Flames box that says right here. Oops. Okay. Says it includes 6 booster packs. So a booster pack, I have limited desk space here, I guess, is each one of these. So here is 6 packs. So this box was $25. And to buy them alone, they also had them alone, were $5 each. So, of course, they make it to where it's a better deal if you buy the box. Because otherwise, if you buy the pack separately, at $5 each, that comes out to $30. Whereas the box itself was $25. But give and take, if you take tax into consideration, it probably would come out to be about even. So they did have like 2 packs left up on the counter that I could have bought, but I was like, I don't want to spend another $10 because as it is, this box was $25 and this box was $45. As you can see right here, they still have a tag on it. $45 for this box and $25 for this box. So it was $70 for these two. So I'm taking a pretty big gamble. If there's not anything good in here, then I'm out $70. So let's just see. And again, I have to apologize for me yawning so much. I feel like the more I talk, the more I'm going to yawn. So Um, I'm going to start with this pack first. And of course, I don't know what Pokemon that's supposed to be, but here we go. I have to remember that I need to keep my hands in this space here. And try to open these without ruining these cards, because if there is a rare one in here that is worth money, I will definitely send it out to be graded. Now, I didn't get to finish saying it, but in the other packs that I had, the ones that I found and the ones that I bought at a yard sale, there was some first editions in there. Don't remember. I didn't sell it to the shop, but he told me he would give me 30 for it. I think he said it was worth 50 or 60. But altogether, all the cards that I had, he said would be worth like 90, I think. I don't remember. But I did have a Gyarados in there that he said you should probably hang on to that one, because I'm not seeing anyone's like it that sold. And just the Japanese version alone went for, I want to say, 30 bucks. But he couldn't find any more like it online. So I might have to look into that one more and see if it's worth getting graded, because that one might be worth a little bit of money. Okay. So I hate these ones, these code ones right here. I got a bunch of these, so I don't know really what they're for, because I haven't read them that much, but I might either auction them off for like $1 or $2 or something online, or what, I don't know. Okay. So, man, I really hate the angle on this camera here, but it's about the only angle I can get. Okay, so, first card. Let's see what we got. Energy. I have a feeling that's going to be most of what's in this pack. Okay. Second card. Scovillian. I have no idea what it's worth. Already looks like there's a nick or something at the top of the card. I can't tell. But if any of them look interesting, of course I will put it aside and look it up, because I don't know if it's worth what it's worth. Alright, next card. Salandit. This may turn into a more of a humorous card opening video instead of just entertaining or seeing what's rare, because like I said before, I don't know any of these new Pokemon. I don't know how to pronounce any of them, so I'm sure I will botch all of their names. Now, these energy cards, I'm pretty sure they're all pretty much worthless too, but, I mean, we'll see. Lillipup. I mean, they make these cards look so much more valuable than what they really are. So I don't know how much you can see this on screen, but if you can see how shiny and reflective that is. But yet it's only got a HP of 50. And yeah, it looks a whole lot more valuable. I know the camera's a little blurry. That's because I had to zoom in and cut off all the edges and everything too. So, alright. Next card that we got here. Wish Cash. Huh, HP of 140. Now, back then, when I grew up with Pokemon cards, we didn't really battle them. We just kind of collected them. And I don't really know how you would battle them. I mean, I think we just tried to, like, play, like, oh, we did this attack on you, and this was how much the attack was worth, and that's how much the HP is, so then you're dead, and you're out, and then we'd go to the next card. Like, we didn't have any chips, we didn't have any dice. I don't think we ever did it officially with energy cards. Basically, back then, the energy cards and trainer cards to us were useless, and we didn't know what they were. So back then, me and my friends, it was all just about collecting them. Who had the best cards? Who had the most ones? So, Floatzel, HP of 110. Again, never heard of it. Alright. Espion. I want to judge by their HP level that's how more valuable they are, but I know that's not necessarily always the case. Oh, so this is supposed to be another evolved form of Eevee. See, back then, the original 150 only included Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. So now, of course, they had to add another one on this. So this one is a Psychic one. So, that's weird. I don't know if they did more than that or not. Nose Pass. Yeah, and see some of these names I just feel like they just come up with. I don't know how they come up with some of these names, but it's just weird. Alright. Fungus. Instead of fungus, it's fungus. Don't know what any of these are worth so far. I'm only going by off of if it's shiny or reflective or if the HP level's high. Lechonk. Okay then. Last card for this pack. Carvana. Okay then. Carvanha? Carvanha? I'm just thinking of Carvana. The car sales thing. It's like a car vending machine. Alright. So, out of that first pack, is there how many cards are supposed to be in one pack? So out of that card pack, we got one energy card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 cards in one pack. We got one energy card, and the rest are all Pokemon. So later on, when I get off of here, I will look up some of the value of some of these, because it looks like we got 3 shiny or holographic ones, but I don't know what they're worth, so I will look them all up later, and if I do happen to see one that's like rare or something that I did not know about, of course I cannot pick these up off my desk, and I don't want to put any creases or anything in them. So if I happen to find any rare ones, of course, that I didn't know about before, then I will definitely tweet it out. There I go again. Now, I'd like to think that there's a Charizard in here, just because they put that on the package, but I know it's not true. But it is a pretty cool design, though. I always have trouble opening these. I wish there was a little slit in here. I thought they used to have a slit in here to make it easier for opening. Just have to carefully slice it with the scissors. Alright, so second pack. Alright, so second pack, first card. Energy! I think that was the first card we got on the last one, too. Although it's not the same energy, but... So, I'm guessing maybe there's 1 energy and 11 Pokemon in all the packs. That would be my guess. I don't know. Palafin. Ooh. That one's pretty shiny. HP of 150. And Justice Kick does 210. Definitely have to look that one up. Now watch, I'll look it up and it'll be worth like $1 or $2. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, next one. This is going to be the most boringest, lamest unboxing video ever, and nobody's ever going to watch it, because I just can't stop yawning throughout the whole thing. So Bronzor is nice and shiny and holographic. So is there going to be like 3 shiny holographic cards in every deck too? Because that's what it seems like it's going for here. Yeah, here's another one. Spoink. Another shiny holographic. I say holographic because that's what it looks like. Back in my day, holographic was the best that they had. Alright. Tresarena. Lunatoon. Pokemon League Headquarters Trainer. Now, when I was in the shop today, I saw one trainer they had marked for, I think it was over $100. I want to say it was Lass, but I don't know for sure. But that shocked me because oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this without not yawning once. That shocked me because I didn't think any trainer cards could ever go for that much, because they all seem pretty much useless to me. Toxel. I feel like I gotta scoot down more here. Alright. Lillipup. I had this in one of my last decks, but I don't think it was this exact version, but I recognize the name. Ooh, Heatmore. Looks interesting. Last card. Time Pole. Okay. And that is the last card for the second pack. So, 3 holographic or shiny. And then this deck, or this pack, got an energy and a trainer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 11? Aren't we supposed to have 12? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So did we get short one? No, they have 11. Okay. Why did I thought there was 12? Okay. Alright, on to the next pack. This one has Dragonite on it. Okay. First card for the third package. Energy, just like the other ones. So first card on all of them is probably going to be an energy. Alright, and then 3 hollows or shinies to follow, probably. Ooh, Thunderous. That looks interesting. That's a really cool card. I like the graphics of the background and everything. Huh. Alright. Smoliv. Again, doesn't look like it's really that valuable, but it's shiny and holographic looking. Larvesta. Pokemon Tool. Vengeful Punch. Trainer. Okay. Probopass. High HP, but don't know if that is valuable or not. Lycanroc. Okay. Tadbulb. Sinistea. This has got to be the worst Pokemon I've ever seen. It's really a cup of tea. Has an HP of 30. Cold tea. Flip a coin. If head, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. What a useless Pokemon. And if this card's worth nothing, then this is the most worthless card ever. Wow, what a waste. Alright. Pawniard. And last card for this pack. Charcadet. Alright. So that is all for the third deck, or third package. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I don't think I have to look this one up. This one looks interesting. I like that one. Alrighty. Running out of room up here. Alright, next pack. We're halfway through this deck. And I have yet to see anything that looks really valuable. Just these holographics that look like they might be worth a couple bucks or two. But other than that, not looking good. Alright. Fourth pack. First card. What kind of energy cards are going to be? Blue. So far we're getting one of every color. We got red, we got green, and I forget what the last one was. Alright. First holographic or shiny. Togekiss. Okay. I don't know how much that one's worth. Next holographic or shiny. SQ. This one looks like it might be worth something. I feel like any of them that have EX on the end might be worth a couple bucks. So, definitely gonna have to look into that one. Pretty nice background on that, too. Alright. Cryogonal. Again, nice and shiny. Alright. We're going to have another trainer in here. Ooh, Lapras. Interesting. I think Lapras might be worth a few bucks. I don't know about this specific Lapras, but I know like some of the dark Laprases or other Laprases that might be holographic might be worth something, but I don't know about this specific Lapras because it's not shiny, it's not holographic, anything. It's definitely not a first edition, obviously. But we'll see. Uh, Camera up. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Kangaskhan. I like Kangaskhan. Not much information on this one. But again, I don't know if it's worth anything or not. Dratini. Seeing a lot of ones that I've hardly ever seen before. I mean, obviously these aren't first editions, but these are a lot of the older Pokemons. Charmander, check that out. Never seen that one before. That's a different version. Wonder if any of these are worth anything. A Dino. Don't know about that one. And last one, is it going to be a trainer? Litwick. Okay, then. So this one so far I think might be the most valuable if I were to guess. However, I don't know. So all right. So that was the end of the fourth pack. They're trying to all fall here because I have no good place to put them. All right. Let's see. I'll put them right here. All right. So we got 2 packs left. I'll go with this one. I would just like to find some kind of Charizard. That would be cool. Charizard's always been my favorite, not just because of how valuable he is, but if I could ever find one in a pack, that would just be really cool. I don't know what kind or what kind of valuable one it would be, but I specifically asked the guy at the store what packs have the most rare ones in it that are, like, you know, you could find have the best odds. And he might have ripped me off. I don't know. He might have just sold me the ones that they had a hard time selling. I don't know. Who knows? Could be. And I don't care. I mean, at this point, it's almost like I like doing these as a hobby. I like flipping them over, seeing which one it is, and just seeing which ones I can get. So, I know most of the time they are a waste of money, but it's something to do. I ain't got much to do, so I work a lot, so. Alright, what kind of energy card we getting this time? Alright. At least they're all different. I guess I would assume they would be all coming from the same pack. I remember back in the day, I would get these cheapy little packs from Walmart. And they're probably all the little worthless $2 packs that you would probably never get a Charizard in, but I was just hoping and hoping to get a Charizard. But while we look through these, I'll tell you a story about Charizard. So, first holographic or shiny? Ooh, Pidgeot EX. That one looks interesting. Wonder if that one's worth anything. So years ago when I was a kid, of course, back when they only had the original 150, Numpo. My cousin was collecting Pokemon cards, and he got me into Pokemon, and I started collecting them. Stoutland. That one looks interesting too. Um, so he had them all in a binder. He had this red binder. He had them all organized and everything. And I saw he had 2 Charizards. And back then, of course, Charizard was my favorite Pokemon. I didn't know anything about the value. I didn't know anything about how rare it was or anything. And somehow, I don't know how, he had 2 of them. And I was like, how'd you get 2? You were so lucky. And just for the heck of it, I was just like, can I have one of them? That's my favorite one. He's like, sure. I was like, oh, cool. So I had this Charizard for a long time, and I had a little plastic sleeve that I had him in. And I had a bunch of other first edition cards too. They were all holographic, like Blastoise, Venusaur, Machamp. I think I might have had Mewtwo, but I had some holographic ones that were all first edition back then. And I even had, I think I found, or somebody gave me some Yu-Gi-Oh cards back then, and one of them was Dark Magician, and that one looked the shiniest or the best out of all of them, so I gave all the rest of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards away, kept Dark Magician, and then with all my Pokemon cards back then, I was just, it's not that I was outgrowing Pokemon, but I just didn't want the cards anymore. They were useless to me. I loved collecting them, yeah, but I mean, back then it was like, what am I going to do with these? They're just sitting here, so back then I just wanted money to buy video games or whatever, so I sold them all for video games. All as a set. All my cards, all the holographics, all the first editions, including my Charizard. Which at the time when my cousin gave it to me, his dad, my uncle, told me, Charizard is a rare card. Keep him in a plastic sleeve. Um, I was like, okay, but I was just so happy to get a Charizard back then. And it was my favorite card, and I didn't know it was rare. I mean, obviously I knew it was hard to find, but I didn't know its value. And, um, Pupitar. So I didn't know how hard it would be to replace it, or if it would even go up in value, over time. Um, so I sold them all on Craigslist to this one guy for $20. $20. I sold Charizard, all my other holographic first editions, and all the rest of my crappy cards, which back then I got all these little packs that were just like this, first edition packs from Walmart. I think they were like $1.99 or $2.99, and most of them were all full of energies or trainers or Charmanders, and I had a lot of doubles, so I was like, man, I have so many doubles, and I just keep buying more and more to hoping to get another Charizard just because I loved it so much. Then my cousin gave it to me, so I stopped buying them, and then I stopped collecting them, so it was like, what's the point of having them anymore? Um, so then, I sold it, and then years later, I figured out that it was worth some money, and then, just like I said in the beginning of the stream, I didn't realize how much it was worth until I read somewhere someone had a first edition Charizard. I think it was rated 10 from PSA, that sold at auction for $300,000. And once I heard that, I had to start going back on my hunt for a first edition again. Little did I know, there ain't going to be any first edition packs out there anymore. I don't know if any brand new first edition packs still exist. And if they do, they ain't going to be cheap. I can guarantee that. So, I don't know if I'll ever have a chance of getting a Charizard like that again. Maybe if they end up in a free box like how I found these other cards that I have. I don't know. But I'm kicking myself for selling that Charizard years ago. Because I'm pretty sure obviously it was a first edition. It might not have been in great shape. It might not have been rated 10 PSA. because I think it was folded a little bit. I think it had like a curve in it because I had it in a sleeve and I had a bunch of other cards in the sleeve, so they were kind of curved a little bit. So it might have brought $100, $200, something like that. I don't know. I don't know the value of them, of course. So, but man, back then I just, oh, I so wish I just didn't sell it. And I regret it every day since then. And now I just keep a picture of Charizard Pokemon card on my computer to look at. How pathetic is that? I know, it's pretty pathetic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So again, the best one out of this pack, I believe, is going to be Pidgeot. Pidgeot EX. Don't know what the value will be, but being that it's got an HP of 280, it's holographic or shiny. And I believe the EX ones sometimes can be good, sometimes can be bad, depending like on their value. So we'll see on that one. All right, so that was the 5th pack out of this box. We are on to the last pack of this $25 box of Obsidian Flames. Still don't know if I got my money back yet because I haven't looked all these up yet. So once I look them all up, I guess I will figure out then. Those of you guys who know instantly what some of these are worth probably already know that I've lost all my money. I ain't got nothing worth of value. And this is a lame stream and box unopening, and I should just give up. I'm sure that's what anybody's thinking. Trisha, hello. Sorry I didn't see you until just now. My best pull so far. So if you're talking about right now, I'll show you all that I just unboxed right now. But this is my first time unboxing. I just bought these 2 boxes today. I am on the 6th pack of this box. So here's the first pack. So it seems to be that each one has at least one energy, and then the first 3 are like either holographic or shiny. So we got Scavillions, Salandit, Lillipup. So I grew up with the first original 150. I don't know anything about, oh, sorry, you can't see these. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Okay. So I grew up with the original 150. I don't know anything about these newer ones, what their value is. Back in my day, Charizard was the best one. I don't know if you heard my Charizard story I just told. But, yeah. Some other packs here, I feel like I have one that I feel like might be my best pack out of this box. But anyway, so that was the first pack. Second pack right here. So these ones that are like shiny, and I call them like holographic because that's what they were called back in my day, but they're shiny. They look reflective, so I don't know. They look like they're worth something, but I'm sure they're not. They're just made to look that way. But, and then I don't know if the HP means anything either because they say like 150, 70, 160. So, 151, not 150. What do you mean by that? 151 is one of the boxes that I got, yeah. So here's another Lillipup, and the other one I have, the Lillipup is like a shiny holographic one. Heatmore looks pretty cool. And Pokemon League Headquarters Trainers and Energy. That was the second pack. Third pack. Alright. Thunderous. This one looks cool to me. I like the look of that one. Oops. Gen 1 had 151. Not 150. Oh, yeah. Yeah. With the exception of Mew. Yeah, I know. Um, but yeah, that's what I grew up with. All these new ones, I mean, I stopped watching right when they brought out like Pokemon Johto League, when they had like Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile. That's when I stopped watching because I couldn't keep up with it and I didn't like it after that. This I think is the most useless Pokemon card ever. A cup of tea, like really. And then it says something about flip a coin, and if it lands on flip a coin, if it's heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Like, that's useless. But yeah, so far I don't think any one of these are really that valuable, except for this pack right here. Are some pretty interesting ones and some older ones. So Togekiss and this one SQEX with 210 HP. That one looks valuable, but again, I don't know. Craigonal. Facade, hey, what's up? What's your best hit? I'm on my 5th pack out of 6 right now for my first box. And this is the fourth one? The fourth one that I'm opening, and I believe this one has the best ones in it. So far, that's what I'm guessing. So, Togekiss, SQEX, Craigonal, Lapras. So I saw Lapras in the store today, but this one isn't holographic or anything, so I don't know. It's probably not that valuable. I also have a Gyarados that I took to a shop. A guy told me hold on to it because he thinks it might be worth something. He can't find anything else on it. But the Japanese version of it sold for like 30 or 40. Kangaskhan. So this one's not holographic or anything, so I don't know if that one's as valuable or not. Dratini. Charmander, look at that one. That one's pretty cool. So again, I'm sure those of you that have done this before or looked at them, you're probably like, oh, same old boring cards, seen them all before. But this is my first time doing this with all the newer cards, so first time mostly seeing all these. So, and then this is the 5th pack. This is the 6th one I just opened right now. I haven't went through it yet, but this is the 5th pack right here. So this one I feel like might be the most valuable. Pidgeot EX, I don't know. But it's got HP of 280. The SQEX is around $8. Okay. It's not bad. I mean, kind of what I was expecting. If anybody knows what this one's worth, Pidgeot EX, I feel like that one might be a pretty good one. I don't know. Numel. Stoutland. Pupitar. Goomshoes. That's a funny name. Masquerain. Glimmet. Herdier. Finiz. Oddish. And Energy. Alright, so that is the 5th pack out of, by the way, if you couldn't tell, these are all from Obsidian Edge. Or not, I don't know why I keep trying to say Edge. Obsidian Flames. So this is the 6th pack that I just opened and have not went through yet. Trying to pick them up as carefully as I can. First one's always an energy, so let's see what run this is. Yeah. I don't know what any of these energies are, and I'm sure they're not worth anything, but... And then the 3 are usually shiny or holographic ones. Darkrai? That's a pretty interesting color. Tadbulb. I had that in one of my other packs over here that I just opened. I don't know if it was holographic version like that. Grievered. Sharpedo. Pidgeot's worth $5 to $8. Okay. Well, I wish I could earn enough to pay back the $25 for this box. Espeon. Okay, so this is a repeat. I have that in one of these other packs I just opened. Not to mention this box too that I paid $45 for. I'm going to do this box next. Skarmory. Grievered. Wasn't that just... Oh, yeah. So we have two different versions of that in this one. So we have a shiny and a regular. Okay. Togedemaru. Mawile. And last one for this pack. Numel. Pretty sure that's a repeat on one of my other packs too. Alright. So, that is the last one for that box. So... Alright, so any of these worth anything? These three, I'm guessing these are the most valuable ones out of the pack. That's why they were first. I don't know. Got Darkrai, Tadpole, Grievered. Darkrai looks pretty interesting, but anyway. Alright. So I will put all these together. So Pidgeot's worth about 7 or 8. Okay. What about for the 151 box, every starter is a decent bit. Okay. So what about these? Like, oh, you already said SQ was 2 to 3? Oh, no, $8. Okay. Togekiss, Cryogonal. Now, what about this? The Lapras, and then I feel like the Kangaskhan, Charmander, Dratini. I'm gonna have to look those up. Charmander's probably not worth much though. I feel like only the dark versions or like the rockets are probably the ones that are worth anything. And then this one too, Thunderous. I don't know if that's worth anything, but that just looks cool. Alright. So that is these 6 packs out of Obsidian Flames. So I'm going to put these in here, just so that they don't go flying all over the place. Alright. I'm running out of room. Okay, so these that have the codes on them, let me see. So these say digital rewards. These are probably not worth anything. They're probably just to get something online, I'm guessing. Available on mobile, tablet, and desktop. Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of these, though. Trying to put them somewhere where they wouldn't slide away. Okay. 151. Let's hope I get something decent out of this one, especially since this was a $45 box. So is anyone else doing this regularly, or are you a collector, or do you just like watching this? I have all the original Game Boy games, and I just got into, as soon as I saw them announce Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, that's the only reason I bought the Nintendo Switch. I went out and bought the Nintendo Switch just for that one, because I was like, oh my god, a real 3D version of the Game Boy games I played as a kid. There's no way I can't pass that up. I have to get that. And I think I've already played through it twice, and I might create a third profile and play through it again pretty soon. Ooh, these are interesting. All the same design, not any different colors. Okay. Alright. Make sure I push these down so I don't cut the card. These packs are hard to open sometimes. Yay, more code cards. I would rather have a regular card instead of those. Okay. First card, I'm guessing, is energy. Like usual. Yep. Oh. Holographic energy. I know some energies might be worth something, but I don't know about that one. If you pull Charizard EX, it's $100. Well, that would definitely be cool. Any kind of Charizard would be cool. That's my favorite one, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I thought I might have had a Charizard EX back then. I think it was worth 30 or 40, and I think I just sold it for 20 just to get rid of it finally. I don't know. It might have been like a Charizard, was it EV, or there might have been in a different letters than it. I don't remember. If I could pull up a picture, I might be able to tell which one it was. I'm not sure, but I know there's like probably 10 or 20 different versions. I just saw first edition Dark Blaine's Charizard in the shop today. The guy was selling it for $1,000. I think it was like rated 10 PSA or something. I was like, holy crap. Ooh, Alakazam EX. If EX is worth something big, then this might be worth something. That is really cool looking. 310 HP. But if these are worth something, I don't know if they're worth getting graded. Because I know degree grading has a special going on right now. For your first time, you could send in 5 cards to get graded for $50. But then you also, I think you have to pay shipping and insurance and everything like that. So I'm just waiting to see if I could get enough cards that are worth something to send it in to get graded, and if it's even going to be worth it. Magneton. Alright. Arcanine. Ooh. I think I might have seen an Arcanine in store today too that was worth a little bit. But again, there's so many different versions. I can't keep track of them all, so I don't know which ones would be worth certain amounts. until I look them up. War Turtle. Seeing all these Pokemon makes me just want to go back and play my Game Boy versions of it all over again. Hitmonlee. We're sticking with all the old Pokemon, I see. Unless that's the point of this. Oh, 151. I guess that is the point of this, is to have the original 151 Pokemon. Duh. I think that's what the guy said in the store, too. If you want the original first editions. But so far, I don't think any first editions are showing in here. Haunter. These are probably just like remakes of them. Sparrow. $8 for Alakazam, I'm guessing. It's probably what they're all going to be worth is $8. Another Charmander. It's a different version. Staryu. And Jigglypuff. Still 11 in this pack too. 1, 2. Yep, 11. Okay. Now, energy, probably not worth anything there just because it's shiny. Like they always make it look more than it is. Alright, next pack. Okay. Energy. Basic. Pretty much the same one, but it's not holographic. Alright. Which holographic is this going to be? Ooh, Mewtwo. I love Mewtwo. That's like one of my second favorite Pokemon. But being that this isn't an EX or whatever, it's probably not worth much either. Or it's only be worth $2 or $3, or probably $8. That's what I'm guessing. That's a pretty cool looking one too. I like that picture. Meowth. One of the attacks. Come here, right meow. Bulbasaur. Almanite. Once I'm done with this pack, I'll go and grab the Gyarados that I got out of a different pack. I'll show you that one to see how rare it is. Another Pidgeot. That's a different one. Poliwrath. I think I saw a Poliwrath in the store today that was worth quite a bit, but obviously I don't think it was that one. Venonat. So I'm guessing all these other basic ones are just basics, and the ones that probably count the most are the 3 holographics in the beginning. Those are probably the most valuable ones. Lickitung. Squirtle. And Rattata. There goes the second pack. That really is a cool Mewtwo. Mewtwo is only $1. Oh, that's disappointing. For $1, even if it was $10, I'd probably hang on to it just because of how cool it looks. I'll just put this in the sleeve and put it on display then for that much. That looks really cool. Dollar. Alright, halfway through this one. Oh, nope, not quite. This is the third pack. Come on, Charizard. I don't know what other one would be valuable too. I think he saw, was it Arcanine or Cyndaquil? There was some kind of one that he had that was PSA, and it was also $1,000, something like that too. I forget which one it was, but this shop had everything. They had so many different cards on display that was worth a lot of money. Okay. Oh, energy, of course. Ditto. Oh, right there in rocks. I was like, what? I know Ditto transforms, but I'm not seeing it. Okay. Right on. Was never a fan of any of the Rhyhorn, Nidoqueen, Rhydons, many of the rock Pokemon, except Onix. I think Onix was my favorite rock Pokemon. Abra. And that's probably the most valuable ones out of this pack, and they're probably still only $1. Pidgeot. That's a repeat. They should not be putting repeat cards in the same deck. That shouldn't be allowed. Poliwrath again. Another repeat. Hypno. Mankey. Oddish again. I think that's a different version though. Magikarp. Oh, I said I was going to go get that Gyarados. Let me go get that after that. Bellsprout. Alright, let me go get that Gyarados. And some other ones that I got. I'll be right back. Alright. So let me see if I could find... So I've got a whole stack here. Let me move this really quick. Okay. So, I'm not going to go through this whole stack, obviously, but just the ones that the guy said he would pay me for. So I have some that look like first editions, like this Charmander, but I've got I think I got 4 of those, don't I? I got a Charmeleon. These aren't first editions, though. I do have some first editions. You see. So right here, the white sleeves are my first editions that I got. So Nidoran, Kabuto, Abra, Diglett. Ditto is only $1. Yeah, of course. Raticate, Machamp, and Entei. Entei isn't first edition, of course. I just put it in. I don't know why I put it with in the sleeve, but Machamp, I had. This was one of the ones I had when I was a kid. But the rest of these are all first editions, so I think they're all worth like a couple bucks each. I don't know how much Entei is worth. I don't know if I looked that up. Um, let me see here. The rest of these are all trainer and energies. And then these ones. Sticker. Okay, so these ones are ones with letters. Actually, I do have Charizards in here. That's right. Okay. So here's Articuno V. Let me get these out of the way. So I thought I sold all these to that guy, but I remember I didn't because he said they were worth like 50 or 60 and he only offered me 30, of course, because he wanted to make money. Okay. So Articuno V. Mewtwo V-Star. I think he said this was a $12 or $15 card. Here's Lapras. This is why I thought the other Lapras might have been worth something. Because look how cool this one looks. It's just kind of a... There's a glare, so it's so hard to see. Just says basic, but... Oh, Machop again? Okay. I have dogs in the background. Okay, so Machop. So hard to see with the glare, I know. And the camera quality isn't that good because I'm zoomed in. 100 HP. You can see the first edition logo right there on the left. And the number on the bottom is 8 of 102. So if you want, I could start over on these too if you haven't looked at these yet. $1,000 something? Not $1,000. There's no way. The guy at the shop himself looked at it. I mean, unless he was trying to lowball me, but I mean, if that was the case, he would have definitely tried to buy it from me if it was worth that much. There's got to be a similar version to it. I don't think it's worth that much. If you can, link it in the chat, and I'll see if I can look at it. If it really is worth 1,000, then I will send it out to be graded. But I just don't think it is. Otherwise, the guy at the shop who I showed it to would have definitely tried a lot harder to buy it from me. Noodle, stop it. And even if it was worth that much, I don't know if its condition, what the condition would be in grading. If there's any other logo that would identify it better on here. It does say 95, 96, 98 Nintendo. 8 of 102, and there is a star on the bottom right. Edition 1. Okay, so the Mewtwo one I bought from a yard sale, and I did pay $12 for Mewtwo at a yard sale, where the guy actually looked it up and said that he's selling it for a couple dollars less than a certain website had it for. And then that's exactly what the guy at the shop told me too, that it was only about a $12 card. So for two different guys to tell me that it was only $12, I feel like that's probably got to be it. And I've tried to look them up too, and that is kind of pretty much what I saw online was $12. So here we go. I mean, it does look cool. It looks valuable. The number on Mewtwo is 86 of 78. It's 2022. But is the Monchop hollow? Yeah, it's hollow. But if it really was worth that much, and he knew that, then he wouldn't have let me walk, only trying to offer me $30 for everything. This whole stack. And I haven't even showed you everything in this stack yet. Not to mention all these first editions. He was like, I'll give you $30 for it all because it's only worth $100. He said, I would sell this for $100 in my store, and I would only offer you $30. That's the best I could do. So at that point, I could see why he would scam me by just saying that. But if I were to say, okay, no thanks, and walk out the door, then you would think he would offer me more and say, okay, I'll do 50. And eventually, if he would have got high enough, I probably would have accepted it and sold it to him. Here's the Machamp again. But yeah, it's definitely hollow. Take it out of the sleeve a little bit so you can see it better. Maybe there won't be so much of a glare. Yeah, it's still pretty much the same. Ah, so blurry. Dang. But I know I did see a Machamp in the other guy's store today. A different shop that I went to. I don't remember how much he had it for, but yeah. Trying to think where I got these ones from. So some of these, I think it was mostly this pile alone, I bought from a garage sale. This one includes Mewtwo. Mewtwo was $12, and then all the rest of them I bought together for $25 for this stack. This whole huge stack and all these first editions I found in a free box at somebody's yard sale. They were just giving them all away, along with a whole shoebox of Magic the Gathering cards too. But let me know when you're ready to continue looking at this stack. I've got a whole other bag here full of cards too, but these ones, like, And these ones I all bought at yard sales too. But like I have, these are all bags that I bought for $1 or $2. They have like dice, some coins in there, some stickers. Like this one has a dark Rapidash, and Craig Arnold. There's some different interesting looking ones in here too. But these ones, he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to offer you anything for these. So he said it's not that they're worthless, but I just won't be able to make enough money off of them. So, but I have probably like 20 of these bags that I bought for like $1 each a bag at a yard sale. Are you still there, Trisha, or are you just doing research or looking something up? I do appreciate you looking it up, though. I mean, if that really is what it's worth, then I'll definitely look into it more. And if you know a lot more about this, okay, you're here. Let me know if you're ready to continue looking. I just don't know if you're sitting there trying to look at something or not. What? 151 box for $26 on eBay. So I actually looked on eBay as soon as I got out to the car to see if I got ripped off or not. And they did range in price from like 30 to 45. Kind of just depends. At least that's what I saw on eBay. If you're bidding, then yeah, I mean maybe you could get it for that price. But as soon as I got out to the car, I even scanned the barcode on the box and it pulled them up, and all the boxes sold from anywhere from like 30, 35 to maybe it was $30 to $38, something like that. So I know I probably did overpay a little more than what I should have, but I mean, they're a shop and they got to make money, and you're getting them right there instead of waiting for shipping, and kind of just how it is when you buy from a shop like that. This shop also had like the biggest collection of Pokemon card packs I've ever seen, too. Okay. Alright, so the Mewtwo you've seen, and then these are the other ones that I've shown. I don't know if you've seen them or not. Lapras, and then Articuno V. Alright, and then I have a bunch of Charizards here. I don't know if any of them are EX. I don't remember, but let's see. So I have Charizard V. I think I have 2 of these. Let's see. Yeah. So 2 Charizard Vs. They are both 17 out of 172. So I believe they are exactly the same. Alright, and then a Radiant Charizard. That is 20 out of 159. And this Charizard is TGO3 out of TG30. It's kind of a weird Charizard. This Charizard's kind of cool. This one is 25 out of 185. And the whole card is kind of like, it's like holographic, and it's got like red flame symbols in the background. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, there you go, a little bit. And then this one, Gyarados. So this guy, the first guy at the shop told me, hang on to this one because he can't find anything similar to it online right now. And the Japanese version goes for, I think he said sold for 30 or 40 bucks. But he can't see any other similar ones online right now. So I don't know if this one would be worth anything. I don't know if it's worth to turn it in to be graded or not. But he just said to hang on to it, and maybe the prices might go up. Maybe it might get rarer. I don't know. But this one I was thinking about turning in to be graded. I just don't know if the turnaround is worth the price. Like if it's only a $10 or $12 card, and I pay $10 to get it graded, plus shipping and insurance and everything, along with some other cards, then I'm probably only going to break even. It probably won't even be worth it. So I don't know. But like if any of these Charizards are worth it, if Mewtwo really is worth it, if Machamp is worth it, I'll send them all in at the same time, get them all graded, and see how much they're worth. I'm going to continue with another pack here. See if we can find another Charizard. Now you got my hopes up looking for that Charizard EX. If that's really worth 1,000. I'd like to get one valuable card out of this. Alright. Energy. And hollows. Articuno. I did see the shop had Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. I don't know if they were worth much, though. I don't know what versions they were. But this one looks pretty cool. I have the Articuno EV. Or no, Articuno V. Right here. Wow, Articuno looks so different in that one. Wheezing. That's a pretty cool card. I don't know if I've ever seen a wheezing, especially one that looks like that. I've seen coughing. Persian. I wonder if there is a, besides Charizard, a rare card out there that no matter what version you get, it's worth some money. I'm guessing maybe Mew. Because I haven't seen, oh, I think I've seen the first edition Mew. I don't know if that's worth any money, but Kadabra. Tauros. Ammonite. Ekans. And I also never knew, all these years, back then, I just figured out recently, that Ekans, spelled backwards, is snake, and Arbok, spelled backwards, is cobra. It's like, wow, I never knew that. I guess I just didn't think to look at it that way. Psyduck. Coughing. It's a different version of coughing. Last card. Tangela. So, I guess the first three are probably more valuable than the rest, but I'm guessing Articuno, probably only an $8 card again, I don't know. It just stuns me how some of them could be an $8 card that look as cool as this, yet a first edition Machamp like this could be worth 1,000. Like, if, I mean, I'm not a collector like that would pay that much money, but I just can't imagine paying that much for this, for a card, for what? I mean, I have other things that I collect that I pay a little bit of money for, more than I should, but, I mean, I have my limits. Could not find anything in Gyarados, but most of the Charizards were 10 to 12. Probably sounds about right. So I think he said this stack alone 50 to 60. And then the other first editions was like 30. And then altogether, that's how he got $90. So that's why he said he could sell it for 90, but he'd only offer me 30. Which obviously is a big ripoff, and that's why I didn't sell it to him. But, so if he said this stack alone was 50, and then he did tell me that Mewtwo was a $12 card, but, and then even the guy at the yard sale that I bought it from said it was a $12 card, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, because I've never went through the grading process before. When they send it back to you graded, they probably don't tell you its value. I don't know if they give you a little sheet that say this is how much you can get out of it, or this is how much you should sell it for. I don't know. I wish they would, because then it would make it more worth it, and then you could know what the value is and how much you could expect to get out of it. Alright. We got 2 packs left. Articuno wasn't even $1. Wow. So that was probably the best one out of that pack then. Like, Weezing's probably not worth anything, or... what was the other one? Weezing and Persian. Yeah, those probably aren't worth anything either. But, I mean, I was looking up these other first editions, and I think I saw them going anywhere. I think they were all, some of them went up to about $20. So that's why I was thinking if I did send them in to be graded before I had these other cards like these, if I had to, I was thinking I could send like Abra. I think I saw Abra was worth like maybe $20. I don't know. Diglett might have been another one that might have been worth a little bit. Kabuto, Eradicate. And then Entei, I mean, I was only going to send that in just because it looked cool. But I don't know much how much Entei is worth because it's not even a first edition. I mean, obviously, Entei didn't come out until the later ones when they brought out the other Pokemon, so. But, so these are the only 6 first editions that I have. Alright, energy. Same holographic basic energy from before. Alright, come on, Charizard. Gengar. If that's the best one in this pack, that does not look very valuable. Probably not valuable at all. Wartortle, again. Venomoth. Erica's Invitation, Trainer. Eradicate. Nidorina. Ponyta. Metapod. Pidgey. And Venonat. Oh boy, not looking good. Do not like that there's only one pack left. And not finding anything good yet. Not good at all. Guess that's part of the gamble, but I don't know if I'm going to be buying any more like this, that is. Ugh, boy. Last one. I could open up these other bags too to see if there's anything. That's a lot to go through though, and I think I've already looked most of them up. That guy already looked through them too. I just got a glimpse of the bottom one, which is not that good of one anyway. Energy. Oh, Charizard. That'd be so nice. Giovanni's Charisma Trainer. Just for that to be the first one holographic. Unless that's worth anything, I don't know if that's a good sign. For that to be one of the holographic ones. Bellsprout. Whoopee. And Squirtle. Well, no Charizard. Onyx. Pharaoh. Primeape. Vulpix. Cubone. Ekans again, and Psyduck. Well, that was disappointing. I just wish I could be one of those rare people that just buy it for the first time and find a card that's really valuable. But yeah, I should have expected that. Well, that was the last one, and that was $70 worth of cards. War Turtles $8, Trainers 10. Giovanni's one, I'm guessing. War Turtle. Did I have two of those? What about Onyx? I thought Onyx would be worth something, but it's. Eh. War Turtle. Let's see. I'm going to open some of these bags, and I'm just going to look at the holographic ones. Because I have way too many to go through. Whiscash, Gorbis, Melmetal, Lilligant, Rufflet, Girafig, Huncrouch, Tentacool, Mawheel, Castform, Kecleon, Murkrow, Chinchou, Kufant, Lombre, Chimchar, Grimmsnarl. See, I can't even pronounce half of these. Clefable, Starmie. Too bad Starmie's not first edition. That probably might be worth something. These gold coins I have, I think I looked them up, and they're only worth $10 for the set, I think. I don't know what the dice is for. I think that has something to do with if you're playing the actual trading card game or something. Of course I can never get these back in here. But yeah, like these coins here, I think they're only worth like, I don't know if they were $10 each or just $10 for the pair. I don't even know what they're for. Then there's red dice and gold dice. I'm sure they're part of the game somehow to play in attacks and don't think this one has too many hollows in it, so I won't bother really trying to. How often do you do this? This is actually my first time. I just thought about trying to buy these two boxes to just to see if there's that one rare card in there. And I know other big streamers like Boogie. I don't know if you've heard of him. I know he does unboxing videos on his stream. Um, and I know other actual card dealers or whatever. They'll just get them and they'll open them and they'll flip through them really quick and like this. And I guess they already know what to look for. There's a nice primate. But this is the first time I've done this, and I was going to continue doing it if it did well. But, I mean, so far, you're the only one interested right now. I don't know if it's just the time. I mean, it's not that late. It's the weekend, but other people probably would rather have something else to do, or they're probably looking at bigger streamers other than me. I mean, I haven't streamed in years, but I just figured, hey, if there's something good on here, I'll have it streamed or I'll have it recorded or whatever. And if it does well, or if I find something good, or if a lot of people show up, then I'll continue doing it. But I don't know if I'm going to buy any more of these packs. Unless, I mean, I would say, unless I get decent money out of these, if I do some more research on them, then maybe I might buy some more. But being that all these other ones are only worth like maybe $10 at most, I mean, I don't even think I'm going to break even on the money that I spent for them. So I don't know if I'm going to do it again. But if I do, I will definitely stream on here and on Twitch like I am right now, because I am live on Twitch. I do tweet it out as well, so if you are not subscribed or don't have notifications on, then the best way to figure out when I am going to stream, I will always tweet it out on what was Twitter, that's now X. So if you follow me on there, you can hear about that too. Oh, this is one I did want to look at. So this has Dark Rapidash in it. But yeah, I will always say when I'm going to go live. But yeah, other than that, I'm usually really busy working during the week, and then when I get home, I'm usually either really tired or get home late and have to go right to bed to go to work the next morning. And usually I'm just watching somebody else's stream that is actually streaming right now. And here's another Lapras. This is a Rapid Strike one. Oh, two different Laprases. See, I forget like half these that I have, but since that guy told me these are all worthless, I didn't know what I would do with these. I think he said my best bet, just lot them up and put them up for auction on eBay, and that's probably what I'll end up doing if I ever have the time to do it. But yeah, I guess I won't be on here any longer than I have to, since it's obviously pretty boring. I mean, obviously you enjoyed it a little bit since you stuck around, but I don't know if you ever said what your interest is. I like a smaller stream like yours because I can communicate with them. Exactly. That's the reason I watch streams. If it's 30 or less, then I feel like I could talk to them. If it's more than that, you can't talk to them unless you donate, and then they feel obligated to talk to you, and I don't like that. 'Cause I don't like feeling like I have to pay them money just to say something for them to acknowledge you. I feel like that's so wrong. But yeah, even though ones that aren't that big, even when they do have a lot of viewers, then it's hard to even communicate with them because the chat's going so fast, or they just have selective reading and they only look away from the screen for 10 seconds at a time while they're playing a game, so they only would probably read one person's chat, so you're lucky if you even get read. But that's exactly why I like to watch lower streams too. And my Twitch is Dylan Potter 15. So that is, it's not the same as on here, but I could link it here. Let's see. There we go. So you could follow me there. And then also, that's my same username on Twitter as well, Dylan Potter 15. So you can also follow me there too, and I will always tweet out when I'm going to go live or what I'm going to do or whatever. But I just don't know how long it'll be until I do another one. So, yeah. Um, Other than that, I mostly just buy stuff to resell. Like, I have a bunch of stuff for sale. Not necessarily, I don't have any Pokemon stuff, but like I go to estate sales and everything and buy stuff to resell it. One of the things that I do the most is like DVD VCR combos, but that's off subject anyway. That doesn't really matter. That's just usually that's what I used to do. But other than that, I do like to play games with some of my friends, but they both ended up having kids, so now they don't have time to play much anymore, and when they do, they're completely in a different state, 3 hours ahead of me, so our time differences are so off. So, and I usually don't stream anyway because I don't usually get a lot of viewers. Gavin, hello. What do you mean you found it? You just saying that you found my Twitch? I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, so that was $70 worth of cards out of this box, or out of this pack. So that was nice. Or not 70 total, but this was the $45 box. I still can't believe this Mewtwo is only worth $1. Yet this one is worth either 12 or 40 or whatever. What do I play? So I play a lot of like Sims 3, Sims 4. I used to play the heck out of Left 4 Dead 2, but I kind of got burned out on it. But I have over 2,000 hours on that game. I play Rocket League a lot. That's usually what I play recently because that's what my friends are into. One of my other friends is into Fortnite, but I I got so bored of Fortnite like in the very beginning, and I just can't stand it. But in fact, let me look at my list here on Steam. But I have so many games I don't even play them all. Among Us is a good one to play, but my friends got tired of playing that one. Back for Blood is like another version of Left 4 Dead 2 that I try to get into, but I never advanced for far enough on it. And I don't like all the newer games that they want you to rank up to get better weapons. I feel like that's just terrible. Um, let's see. Bigfoot, that was a fun game to play with my friends, but that one takes forever, and Bigfoot is so overpowered. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I used to play with my other friends. Now I think they play whatever the newest one is online. Um, yeah, yeah, we used to be trash in the beginning too. When we first started playing, we saw other players online that were jumping off the walls and flying through the air, and we were like, "Oh, they're cheating! I can't believe they're cheating. This game's brand new when it first came out." Then when we got to playing with other people more, they showed us how to play and showed us how to use your boost and fly around. And now my friend's like an expert at playing. He's like a grand champ and everything, and he plays the heck out of it every single day and knows everything about the game, and that's all he pretty much plays now. I can't really get him to play anything else. Um, let's see what else. Eco, we were into playing Eco a while, about a year ago, but and I had my own server on that, but it just took so long to advance through everything, and it was everything just was so hard to figure out that we eventually gave up on it. And I kind of wish we didn't, because now they just have an update about boats and docks and everything, and we were just struggling just to try to get everything and do updates and everything. We wanted to get vehicles so bad, and we were just stuck. We were stuck with wheelbarrows, and we couldn't get any further than that. Far Cry was like the big game back in the day that I first played on multiplayer. I wish that didn't uh, get outdated. See, The Forest. My friends and I beat the first one on that. We got the second one, but we can't really get far enough on that one. Gang Beasts, one of my favorite games. I love to play that game, but my friends don't really like it, and it's kind of glitchy, and not enough people play it anymore anyway. Uh, Golf It and Golf with Your Friends. We used to play that a lot too. GTA 5, of course. I played a lot of that, but there's so many hackers in that game. Oh, Gavin's your account. Okay. Now I understand. I was like, I thought that was a new person coming in. Um, okay. I'll definitely follow you on there. Um, yeah, all the Grand Theft Autos, I have all those. Um, oh yeah, Rust. Yeah, we played whole lot of Rust as well. We had our own server on Rust. That's one of those games where we'll get into it for a month or two, and then we'll lose interest again because I mean, if you don't have your own server, it's really not worth playing. When you're on somebody else's server, you get on there for a day or so and get so far, and then when you come back, your base is all destroyed. Like you put in so much work, and it's not worth the reward. But I wish there was a single player that you could play on that. Like I really wish there was a single player version of Rust, because I would play that. There's a whole lot of stuff on there that I would love to do, like creating your own house and everything, and electricity and water, and now they have it to where you can build your own car and work on cars, and then they have security traps and helicopters, and I just think it's a really cool game, but you just can't do much on it when there's so many other people around. So, Halo Master Chief Collection. I had the original Halo on Xbox, and one of my other friends was really good at it, so then I bought Halo for the PC, and then still haven't played it yet. Let's see, what else? House Flipper, that's a single player game, but I got into that. Human Fall Flat is another game that I love. But again, my friends lost interest in that, didn't want to play that. Um, what was the other game? Something, Party, I think it was. Hunt Showdown. That one, I never really cared much for that one. My friends got into that one, but I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really care for it. Um, Life is Strange series, I loved that one. It was a good game to play when it was a single player and it's just me by myself. So Life is Strange, I loved that. True Colors, I still haven't finished yet. I bought it and I last played it last year, but I still haven't continued the story. I think I got on the first mission and haven't really continued yet further with that one. Spider-Man Remastered. That one I bought because I bought it on PlayStation. I liked it, so I bought it on PC again, but never got into it much. After that, Mount Your Friends. That's a good one. My friends and I would have hours of fun with that one, but like everything, they always lose interest. No Man's Sky, we played that for a little bit, but lost interest. Um, Pummel Party. That is one of my favorite games, of course, but they didn't like that one because they feel like it was too long or whatever, or it wasn't like all the mini games. I guess they just couldn't figure out. But I love Pummel Party. It's kind of like Mario Party, um, but it's just slightly different. So Quiplash I like. That's a good stream game. Ark. I wanted to get into Ark, but I don't know if it's quite for me. Um, I feel like it might be kind of like a building game like Rust, but I think if there's dinosaurs involved that attack you, then I don't know. So I'm not quite sure about that one yet. There is a game called Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball. My friends and I would have hours of fun with that one, but then one of my friends got too good, and he seemed like he was too good that he was hacking, and then we could never beat him, so we stopped playing that one. The Sims 4 I mentioned. Um, let's see. Stick Fight, the game. Sunken Land, I just bought that one, but haven't ever played it yet because some of my other friends started playing it. Thief Simulator was one I got into for a while. They're making a second one. Oh, SimCity and City Skylines. Those are two of my favorite ones, like city building. I love doing that. Tom Clancy's The Division. That one's pretty good, but kind of gets boring after a while. Tower Unite. My friends and I got into that one mostly for the mini games, but it got old pretty quick 'cause it takes forever to load and everything. Um, Who's Your Daddy was a pretty funny one. And then just like the WWE 2K games, I'm pretty much into those just because I'm into wrestling. So that's about it. American Truck Simulator. But yeah. Um. So okay. I was just gonna ask you a question really quick. Like, what other games are you into watching? Um, are you into watching like building games like Satisfactory or anything like that? Um, 'Cause that's what one of my friends play, and I'm about to go to his stream to watch that right now. But like Satisfactory or Space Engineers, I don't know what else you'd be into, but I don't know. Oh, you are into those? Um, so I don't know if you'd want to watch my friend or not. He kind of has a different personality, so I mean, you could watch him, and if you like, you could follow or not. I don't know, but you kind of have to see for yourself whether you would fit in or not. And they do talk about a certain category of stuff quite a bit, so you kind of have to either ignore it or accept it or whatever. But there's his link just in case. That's where I'm about to go over there. So once I'm done, but thanks for coming in and thanks for hanging out. And um, yeah, if I do this again, then hopefully it'll probably be a long time. I don't know, but if so, you'll have to remind me that you were here from last time because I am terrible with names. Okay. I didn't realize I was still on here. I'm gonna end it for now and get off of here. And I guess I will see anybody that's still here next time.